What one thing I noticed last season was the guys. They were some of them were fed up. They've won several. They've won the league. I think they won the league back to back to back to back. So they were like, what else again? Yeah. But since Maresca is there, you just know how to use them. That's all.
It's like this season, Arsenal are trying to add a forward into their club for sure. Should they prioritize a proven attacker or should get a world-class winger?
Arsenal managed to win the Premier League season, I think 2025-26, and definitely coming into this season, they will need to boost their squad and everything. In my own opinion, getting a qualifier or a good winger will help better to reduce the work of Bukayo Saka and the likes of Gyökeres. So they won't, in such cases, they won't have to always come back to the midfield aspect. If they are always doing like that, it's make the workload very difficult. So getting a qualified winger will ease the work of them dropping back. Also, in my own opinion, I think they should go in for a better winger.
They should go in for a better winger. And probably they are linked with Barcola, they are linked with Morgan Rogers. If Arsenal can only sign one move or one more player, who should it be and why?
Since they are looking to boost their squad, and I said earlier on, getting a winger, a qualified winger will help them. So they should just go in for Barcola, and Barcola is one of the good players currently on board. Yeah, they shouldn't think twice. They should just go in for Barcola. It's just a better option to suit the style of Arsenal.
To suit the style of Arsenal. Yesterday, France was knocked out. Barcola performance were not absolutely.
It was a general thing, not only Barcola.
Okay. So let's see. Will spending over £1 million or €1 million on another attacker be a smart investment or a financial gamble for Arsenal?
It's going to be a smart investment. Depending on the angle you're looking from. Last season, as I said earlier on, they won the trust, so they are now the Premier League title holders. And for them to be much more competitive there, so at this coming season, they have to still boost their squad, get him some good players. But with such amount of money, they can get two good players. So going for Barcola, they can also consider another option, someone who is not much more expensive, but with so much qualities.
And someone who is not more much expensive with so much quality. And Liverpool continue to be linked with another attacking signing. Do they really need another forward or should they strengthen elsewhere first? Because it looks like they and Mohamed Salah might be parting ways.
Yeah, you're right. So since Mohamed Salah will be leaving,
they have Isak, they have the likes of Vitz, they have the likes of Cody Gakpo.
Yeah, and then right. So Isak is also a good attacker. Gakpo is also good. So they can just maintain these two for this season and strengthen their defense and also midfield as well. Because last season you saw they conceded a lot of goals. Now Van Dijk won't be able to do all the work. They need someone to back him up and also strengthen their midfield.
So if a huge offer arrived for Alisson, should Liverpool sell him and begin planning for the future?
Nah, goalkeepers of such calibers are very difficult to get. Since they have one in Liverpool, they should just maintain him, then everything will be good. He can give you some. If the defenders are good, definitely he's going to give them the points. Because with good goalkeepers, definitely the number of goals which we are going to concede will be limited. And with that, it's easy for you to win the trophy. Last season, let's not consider less, and they were able to pick the trophy. So they should maintain Alisson.
Chelsea are once again targeting several young talents. Should they continue this strategy, or is it time to buy more experienced players who can deliver immediately?
Chelsea has a lot of academy players in their team. A lot of academy players who are not matured. sometimes the games you need some mature players who will be able, when things get difficult on the pitch, they will be able to make some good decisions. But with these young talents, it's always difficult. With a lot of emotion and everything, it's always difficult for them to make some hard decisions. With Chelsea now at this point in time, need a matured and a quality player. Players who will be able to hold the young guys down in terms of difficulties.
Yeah. What is Chelsea's biggest weakness that still hasn't been addressed in this transfer window?
Yeah, they should get in mature players. That's all. If they're able to get in some good mature players, they are going to, because already you have some good academy, some good young talented guys over there. You need someone who just mature, who just nurture them. That's all you need.
So Manchester United are still being linked with new midfielder. Is midfield their biggest priority, or do they need a striker or goalkeeper more urgently?
With the likes of, I think at this point in time, all that we need now as Manchester United is our midfield. So we need one more to complete, I think, our signing for this season. With the goalkeeping aspect, I think Lamens came in last season and we saw what he did. So that place is already secured, but we've gone in for a second keeper. So that position is already occupied. I think with the attackers too, we made some good purchase last season. So I don't think that's a problem now. Only the midfield aspect.
Which one signing should completely transform Manchester United season?
Oh, yeah. I think last season Arsenal were in for Zubimendi, but they couldn't get him. So if Manchester United can put that surprise, I'll be very grateful.
So Manchester City continue to be linked with exciting young talent despite already having a strong squad. Are City preparing for the future better than every other Premier League club?
With Pep Guardiola, with what he did before, pulling out, did a very fantastic job. He fit in the squad with some young talent. With the likes of Savinho. Mamouche is also there. Oscar Bob is there. He made some good signings. So all what they need now is the manager to come in and groom the new manager to groom the squad.
So Maresca, as a new coach of Manchester City, which area do you think he should strengthen to make City better than what Pep Guardiola did this last season?
Just know how to use the player. That's all. Just know how to use them. Because one thing I noticed last season was the guys. They were some of them were fed up. They've won several. They've won the league. I think they won the league back to back. So they were like, what else again? Yeah. But since Maresca is there, you just know how to use them. That's all.
So which Premier League club is one signing away from winning the title?
I'll be saying the same between Manchester United and Arsenal. Yeah. Because if Manchester United if we are able to pull out one extra midfielder, then our problem will be solved. And Arsenal too as well, they are now the title defenders. So they also like to boost their squad as well. So if they're also able to get Barcola on the other side, yeah, then they will also be solid.
So which transfer saga has dragged on for too long?
Not forgetting, was it last transfer window, Chelsea were in for Victor Osimhen. And I don't know if you guys are still in for him. You guys can still go in for him if only he is still interested to join the Blues. That could help.
And if you were a sporting director of the Premier League club today, what would be your next move?
Sporting director of the Premier League.
Mm-hmm. Any of the Premier League club, what would be your next move?
What could be my next move? Yeah, I'll just wait for the season to start. Then I'll then make my move.
Predict the biggest Premier League transfer that will be completed before deadline day.
That will be completed before deadline day. Arsenal pulling up for Barcola.
This Arsenal, you like it too. Okay. So Tottenham have already spent heavily but are still linked with more arrivals. Should Spurs continue investing or focus on keeping their key players?
For Tottenham Hotspur, giving their key players will be a very big problem for them. These key players were the ones who held the club down in going for relegation. So if you are giving out your key players out, definitely you're still going to struggle. they should just hold their key players down, getting some extra backups, and everything will be good for them. But for instance,
Last season there were too many injuries.
yeah, too many injuries, and now I saw like was it last month that this player, what's the name? This Ghanaian international,
Kudus, Mohamed Kudus.
back in training, so he's still recovering. So if they are all good and back, things will be good for them. Things will be good for Tottenham.
Things will be good for Tottenham. So if Christian Romero leaves, can Tottenham still compete for the top four? Or can they still compete for the top four?
In my own opinion, he even won't help Tottenham Hotspur because Romero has been one of the key players in their defensive phase. So getting such a player at this point in time is worth it. Now they still need to be competitive next season, and getting such a player in your defense, it's a plus. They should just maintain him.
They should just maintain him. Guys, do you agree with our discussion? Which club is winning the transfer window, and which signing will define next season for you guys? So let us know in the comment section. This is Ashili Sports. If you just join us, remember to subscribe and be part of this amazing community. And we're gonna see you in the next video. Ciao.